Hey, what's going on, everyone? Nick Daniels here. Oh, gee. Jesus Christ, we almost died. We're walking out in a snow-covered trail, as you can see. Pretty fucking mint heat. And, oh man, it just got way darker in here. Anyway, just seeing how the pocket looks here. Oh, fuck, man, I don't look too bad. Looking pretty sharp, man. Yeah, man, so we're doing another online dating video. And, yeah, today, man, there's and sorry if I just sound like I'm out of breath. It's just an uphill hike up in the snow, so I might be panting a little here. But yeah, man, so I've been getting this comment recently quite often, and I really want to discuss it because I've heard it around like a while ago, but like recently it's been coming up like often. And so the comment I'm talking about in specific is something called 666 with online dating. And I didn't really know what people were talking about, but I think it's really interesting, and I'd actually really like to put some sense on it. So that's what you're getting. So 666 doesn't actually refer to like, you know, what you think it does. But in online dating, it's something different. So it's like 6-pack, 6 figures, and 6 feet, like 6 feet tall. I mean, you could also say like 6 inches, you know, if you won't want your penis. But I mean, in general, that's what they're looking for, right? It's this 666 thing. And people say if you've got this, you've got success. Like you'll immediately have success. Man, look how fucking snowy this shit is, eh? Like we had a snowfall like yesterday. It's like every single tree's got snow all over it. Like, it's nice, man. Yeah, so it's funny that I see this all the time. And, well, like recently though. And it's not a bad idea because it is really true. Like, unfortunately, it's just kind of the way things go. You know, I don't ever want to sound like I'm like hating on women. It's just like I'm a dude, so I got to give you the dude's perspective. And I'm telling you, it's not wrong. You know, I know people that meet some of that description. They don't have to meet all 3. But you know, like one guy's like working out, classmate of mine actually back in the day. You know, and he did quite well. He was quite fit. I'd say he was like 6'2", something like that. But he was definitely 6. Like he was definitely 6 feet tall. And like, I don't know if he had a 6-pack. I actually kind of doubt that, to be quite honest. But you could tell like he had some muscle to him. Like you could look at him and be like, yeah, that guy's got some muscle, right? Like he might even play some sports or something. It might make sense. And he had no shortage of dates, like, you know. And I mean, I think looks is the biggest one. 666, I think, adds to it. But I personally believe, like a physical appearance and online dating is like absolutely number one. Like if you're not just like this Chad, as I see people commonly refer to them as, you're gonna have a tough time, like me. Like I struggle in online dating. That's why, right? Because I'm not like some like, you know, 9 or 10 out of 10 looking guy. There's gonna be a hard time. However, you can flex the salary quite easily. And what I see people do by that is they'll always like dress right up for a photo. Even if it's just 1 or 2, you know? And, you know, it goes from anything, man. You start talking about people how to dress up in a photo. You don't have to do anything crazy, you know? You just got to, like, match, or you got to focus on something that has value, right? So, like, for example, like, if you had a really nice watch, you know, you almost want to, like, make that the center of attention in your photo, right? Like, you want to flex the watch, you know? I know you can put like your job description. That's not a bad idea either. Like if it is something like actually like quite decent, in the sense that like the salary might be backed up by it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever title it might be. Like maybe you're a realtor, really successful company, you know, you're raking in some decent money. It's like I said, it's how you present yourself, that I think shows that. It's not necessarily just, okay, I work at so-and-so. And people will believe it. But like if you represent that in your photos, you know, like all your photos aren't usually like standing there in a t-shirt, you know, in the mirror taking a selfie. But if they actually like genuinely show like, okay, like this, like, I'm not saying you have to do this, it's just some ideas. But if like you're sitting there like flexing up in a blazer, you know, with like a Rolex on or something, you know, the next one's like you in a polo out on a boat. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, don't say that you have to go do that. Like, I got to get on a boat. But, you know, it's just some ideas to say, like, okay, cool, like, that's it. The 6 foot tall thing is pretty obvious. A good way I always see people do that too is if they did a group photo, obviously you'll appear to be your height. I would just say, you know, people would see you and go, okay, Kyle, cool, that guy's almost died. That guy's probably not bullshitting. You could probably just put 6 feet tall. Most apps will ask you how tall you are. That's pretty normal. And same as the six pack. I just don't recommend like fucking flaunting it, like pulling up your shirt. I think that looks a little cringe. I've actually, I remember watching like a woman's perspective one time on online dating, and she actually said that it was like, oh, that's like disgusting, like, you know, or not disgusting, but you know what I mean. Like it was just annoying to see that shit. So I mean, I don't know. I would just say work on the rest of your body while you're doing it. You know, you don't specifically need a six pack. I think women just need to see you're working out. Like if you got some muscle, I don't know, they just seem to be all over that. Like I don't really fucking have any, and I had some woman like grabbing my bicep one time. I was like, what are you doing? She liked it. I was like, there's nothing there. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's always funny too. I always get like one person, it's not the same person, but it'll always be like a random person every couple weeks that'll comment on my online dating videos and just say like I'm always walking around bitching and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm just preaching facts. I'm not like out here like, I can't get dates. Like, yeah, I can't get fucking dates. Who cares? Like, you don't. But it's always funny because like I'll get the workout comment all the time. I got one recently, like just weeks ago, that was like, basically like, no woman's gonna want me because I'm a skinny twig, and you know, if I learned how to go to the gym or something, I'd get dates. And it's like, really? Do you think every woman out there just wants the big muscular guy? Like, I mean, if that's what you think, then you clearly don't know society, like, whatsoever. Like, I'm just telling you how it is. Oh, it's funny. But I don't know, man. I don't think the 666 thing is all it's the end all, the be all. And unfortunately, I think if you have, and I mean, I'm just telling you how it is, man. I think if you got a woman that's specifically looking for those things, I think you're looking for the wrong kind of woman. Hate to fucking tell it to you like that, but I really do. I firmly believe that. If you got a woman that's her, like, I wouldn't even necessarily say her, like, her prime motive, but one of the main aspects she's interested in are those, like, it's like, okay, cool, like, if you don't have enough muscle on you, I'm not going for you. I mean, I don't know, if I learned that specifically, I'd be out of there. I also start swiping no on people too, by the way, that just use the classic tropes, which I did make a video on. But the ones that are just constant, like, you know, the bikini picture, the whole profile all about fucking dogs. Like, if you don't like dogs, swipe left. Well, okay, I'll swipe left then. Yeah, I fucking hate dogs now. Like, I don't know, I don't care, man. I see a dog, I'm just like, oh, cool, it's a dog, right? Maybe I'll give him a pet. But, like, when they're, like, freaking the fuck out, like, it's like, oh my god, we gotta stop what we're doing, and we just stand there like retards. It's like, hey, I'm gonna move the fuck along with my life, and I'll let you pet Fido. Like, just get your own dog, and then just, like, shut up about it. Just saying. Fuck, it's annoying. So I'm all done with that. But yeah, like, I'm just saying. And I think the same goes for men too, though, man. Men, I don't know they would have, like, their own 666 thing per se. But I think men definitely have their own, like, things they look for, you know? And, like, some of those would be very common in the same sense of that, right? Like, I'm not saying men need to find a woman with, like, you know, a six-pack and money and, you know, whatever. But, I mean, you know, there are definitely things they're looking for. I did a video on one of them, like, of the expectations, where I reacted to a comment, and that'll probably be up just before this one. And I thought that was really interesting too, because I talk about the idea, like, how men and women both expect something on online dating. Like, you kind of have to fit this description to a degree, you know what I mean, for someone to even swipe on you in that sense. Like, you know, women have to appear more feminine and, you know, beauty up, like doll up, and, you know, say, like, shave their legs, for example, or, you know, have no mustache hair. And then, you know, the same for guys, like, they're expecting guys to be, like, big and muscular and maybe a beard, you know. And, you know, it's just things like, yeah, like, we're not helping each other out here. Like, you know, and this is the problem, right? Like, this is it, it's the expectations. And I think that's the biggest issue, right? Anyway, thought it was interesting. Yeah, so, yeah, 666 with online dating, man. So, like, six-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet tall. And it just fits in again into this fucking model of swiping right, where it's just, we got people right there. Where, you know, it's just, we're gonna whisper here. I got the microphone right here, so I'm sure you can actually probably hear me quite fine. But it just fits into this model, man. That it's like, like the expectations of society, I think, are just too high and too fucking retarded to grasp like an ideal like mate. Is that the wrong word? Yeah, like we just expect too much, you know, like everybody just expects this, like, keep looking at me. Fuck, I know. Guy just like walking with his wife there, just stares back at me. Okay, bud, you want to like fuck off? Thanks. But I think I was going to wrap this video up, but I actually want to say another bit here. Okay, bud, still looking at me. I know, I'll tell you, man, it's fucking annoying. Never do this in public. It's fucking terrible. Like, fucking people just sit there and gawk at you all day. Like, I'm gonna go back out and gawk at them. Like, yeah, what do you want? Okay, good. Fuck off. Gets annoying. I'm gonna leave that in too. I think that's funny. Hate when people like literally like they're walking along, but he just like stopped. It was just like this. It just like wouldn't stop staring at me. It's like, Jesus fuck, man. We get it. You don't see people walking around with a fucking camera all the time. Okay. We're getting a little wind here. Hopefully it's not too bad for the old windbreaker here. But like I was like, I'll just finish up here because it's getting kind of long. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole idea. Is like, I think, and I mean, I don't know if it's saying like the swipe right society, but like this online dating era that we're in. You know how this is taken off. The first thing that everybody looks for is an appearance, you know, and if you're a fool if you say you don't. Like if you're like, oh, I swipe right because of the profile, well, you're a liar. Because like the first thing you do is you look at a picture, and the very first picture within seconds, like this will be its own video, you know, tells you everything you need to know. You know what, we're going to make that video. Dragging this one out. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to see you in the next one. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's fresh in my mind. I don't want to lose it. So, all right, take it easy. Yo, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you want to check out my Instagram here, I do a little bit of photography on the side. Be sure to check it out, nickdaniels65, Instagram.com. You can feel free to message me on there if you got any video ideas. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Take it easy. Cheers.